Hello everyone, welcome back to our coverage of the Genesis Invitational right here on 2K Sports. Time to head back out to the 6th hole now. Let's get cracking. Going with the hybrid. It's a little wayward.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Didn't that look good for a long time? He has this putt to save his par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
A bit short with that effort.
Oh, well played.
Judging it beautifully.
4 feet to the cup.
This one to save par.
There it is. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Now 2 shots up after that one. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Well, that's a handy shot. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. We need this one to bounce right. Good shot there.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
That should find the surface. That's inside the house of opportunity. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
This is on a stupendous line.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This putt will move them to 3 under par.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ooh. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
So far, so good.
And there it is.
Far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
That's tidy. Second shot here at the 10th. That was wonderfully done. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Putting for par. Okay, steady now. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
You liked that, didn't you? And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll reward it for that play.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Second shot here on the 12th. Opting for the 5-wood. That's frustrating. That'll sting a bit. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for a par.
Well hold. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And as Jon Rahm steadies himself over the ball. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. And he's safely on the green. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. That's disappointing. An opportunity to make their par. That's a good putt to make, that one. He sits in first position. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be nervous playing Jon Rahm, but it doesn't appear that way after this approach shot.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. This one has eyes for the hole. And that's their fourth birdie of the day. And with that, they'll move to 3 under par. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Yeah, that one will play. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
It's on a great line. That was a gallant attempt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Going with the 7. This one looks like it's going right. That got a little out of control, I think.
What's a strange miss there, Luke? They've been hitting the greens all day long.
That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
He's got this for his par.
Just didn't drop. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
As we head back up the hill towards the clubhouse, we're faced with the par 5 17th, a long, strong par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
That's a high caliber shot. Sitting at 2 under par, currently leading. A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And that will take him to 3 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. And we head to the famous finishing hole at Riviera, the 18th, Rich. Really good par 4.
That it is. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. There's a palm tree up top near the green. That is the line of sight off this tee shot. You find the fairway, second shot is going to be back up the hill to a green that, funny enough, runs away from you. It doesn't tilt back toward you, it runs away from you. So your second shot has got to come in high and soft with plenty of spin if you want to get it close.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Not too sure what they were thinking. Too much club.
Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? How close was that to going down? And with this putt, he will win the event. This one started out on a good... Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks